The channel of love. I'm not sure why I'm on. So, I'm not sure why, but there's some cards flipping over here. I'll wait for you guys to join. The ego turns to God. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about. I thought I'd done quite a bit of talking already today. And we've got again. Hey guys, hi Flo, hi McKenna. Right, let's make the screen bigger. I'm just jumping on, I'm not sure why. Okay. Hi guys, I'm glad you can join me. Not sure what we're talking about. I've already put a video out today. But we've just got two cards that fell on the floor from my major arcanas with the channel of love cards. And we have the ego turns to God, which is the judgment card, and whole again, death. Let's put them back in, the clean slate. And we will see, how are you guys doing? Hi, Kerry. Hi, Brenda. You're more than welcome. You've missed me. I've been taking a few days off. I thought I was going to be taking a few more days off, but obviously not. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Trisha. Eyesight's really blurry. The Cherry Angels. Hey. Moon Cookie, hello. Mum, it's me. Is that like Emily? Is this like Emily in the chat? Let's see if she gives me the... It's Megan! It's my eldest, guys! Meggie! Hi, baby. I thought it didn't sound like your sister's name. I've told her I'm going live. Maybe you should message her. Hi, Meggie. I'm so pleased you could join, Mummy. Guys, my eldest daughter's on. Say hi to her. I'm speaking about you today, Meg. I know you wouldn't have watched, but all good stuff, baby girl. Happy Friday. Is it Friday? What day is it? It is Friday. No, it's not Friday yet, I don't believe. Is it? I believe it's Thursday here. You're watching me on the big TV? Like, Flo, they're watching me on the big screen. How about that? We have a divine masculine and a divine feminine watching from home. Meggie, it feels like you've made Mummy blush. I'm being watched by the daughter. Emily normally comes on sometimes undercover. Shall we see then, guys, why we are on? I thought you guys were working tonight. Okay, sorry guys, I'll stop talking to my eldest daughter. I miss her, she doesn't live at home. You message the other one, we'll make it a bit of a family thing, yeah? Okay, you do it. She's chatting upstairs on some other platform. Oh, Moon Cookie, you just got off work. You're happy to see me. We're shuffling the hell out of these cards. Laurie, tomorrow. I haven't forgotten. You told me so many times, and all of us. Hope everyone remembered that what tomorrow is, 17th of January. Cheers from Canada. You saw swans? Wow, they came up on the card today. What's the, oh my God, it is tomorrow, isn't it? 17th. Laurie's Divine Masculine's birthday. Flo, yes! Flo, we're manifesting. We're manifesting like crazy, girl. Hi, Spotted Pony. Decided to join us live. Then have a watch at your video that I've just sent you. Bless you. You know you was laughing about it being the 17th. Well, for some reason, you went through a spell where it would come up about 4 times my end. Just kept coming up the 17th of January, 17th of January. Maggie's birthday soon, 21st. My big girl's going to be 20. Okay, guys, shall we have a look and see why I've been drawn on? Let's see what the story is. And the swans. Oh, you were laughing about the swans. Okay. Did you see them after today's reading? Okay. I'm going to focus. I'm going to come off the chat for a bit, guys. Yes, ma'am. It was great and I started to tear up. This is better for now. Maybe, yes. Maybe you're meant to watch this first. The other child isn't coming on. I can hear her. She's in the toilet. Well, she's not like in the toilet. She's just been to visit the toilet. She'll come on. She might not speak. She won't be able to resist Meg. She won't like being left out. We've got Lily coming. Now, this is Megan's cat. Lil. Come, baby. She's going to come see you, Meggie. Well, I think so. Not sure. Lily. Lily. Okay. A hawk flew even vertical out, drive up. Laurie, is that like English? Oh, it's my eyesight. Oh, window. Oh, okay. A hawk flew vertically out through your driver's window? She's your princess. Lily. Oh, we've got the Divine Masculine's just fallen on the floor. Let's pick him up. Lily's going out. Sorry, Meg. She might be back later, darling. Maybe she'll know that you'll get distracted. We've got the Divine Masculine and the blending. Right, let's get into a reading, guys. Okay. These cards have been well and truly shuffled now. Let's get 3 cards. Perfect. I don't want some half-hearted love affair. I need someone who really cares. We've got Perfect, which is the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck. Live in the Tao, which is the Hermit. Okay, so this is when we go within. We find our own spiritual truths within. It's definitely this quiet solitude, understanding, receptive mode. And then we've got the Compassion, which is the Strength card, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine coming together. This is like them being each other's strength, and that's what makes this connection perfect. I want to say that with Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines, sometimes you don't really need words to understand really what's going on with the other one. If you go deep within, you know deep down, you know the truth within the situation. Okay, let's find out a bit more. We're still using these? No. But we do have the Divine Masculine wanted to be. I can't say that he wanted to be on the bottom. I bet he does. No, let's not go sexual, okay? Daughter's online. Sorry, Maggie. Mummy, keep it clean. Okay. I want to say this is about the Divine Masculine's worth. It feels here as if he might feel like he's under the Divine Feminine. Okay, let's have a look. Lynn, Lily, that's your name. Well, hi, Lily. Hi, Jojo B. Just seeing if I've missed anyone. Oh. Okay. Let me just read what Lynn's just wrote. Hawk. I had a hawk that had a dove in its claws and it hit my window and they both died. I'm not sure what the meaning is. Well, they both signed up for it, didn't they? That's all. I mean, that was already arranged, wasn't it? Why did it come flying towards your window? I don't know. Meditate on that one. Let us know if you get any clarity. Very interesting. Okay. Hi, Stargirl Energy Healer. Mission complete. Okay, let's have a look. We're going to use the Rider-Waite. Emily actually took these to college today. I got up this morning. You should leave me a message saying, by the way, I've taken some of your, well, pack of your tarot to college. She's been giving readings all day. She said that she thoroughly enjoyed herself giving readings to all her classmates. So, hey, she's done her bit today. Okay, let's have a look, guys. I need to channel rather than, well, no, we can chat. It's all good. Let's see what fairground attraction's got to do with this, as long as it's not fatal attraction. Fairground attraction. Not wanting some half-hearted love affair. But being all in. Okay. Justice. I'm going to get another one for this. I feel like I'm pulling two for each. Justice in the Tower. With perfect, with the Sun card. So if things aren't perfect, looks like Divine is stepping in to shift this around. Looks like it's for the masculines, guys. They wasn't talked about much. That might be why the masculines weren't talked about much in the reading. It was very feminine based. It felt like the feminines had kind of deserted the masculines and off they've gone. It's not, it's just the emotional attachment to the masculines. And the physical attachment, that's all. We've got the Five of Cups. It's like the masculine here is quite upset, living the Tao. Remember we spoke, when was it, yesterday? About like karmic partners being sent. I said condemned to hell, okay. That was interesting because Megan actually sent me a picture that day after that reading of these devil horns. I'm going to show you it. Oh, where's my phone? I'm sure it must be here somewhere. Let me show you these, how things sync up. Let me show you what Megan sent me. Just thinking how this child contacts me. Okay, Meggie, how did we do this, baby? Let me just show you this picture. Here it is. Oh, can you see them devil horns coming out of the sea here? And that was the same day when I said about being condemned to hell. And I actually responded to Megan, no way. I said today on my reading that anyone getting in between the divine connection are being condemned to hell. Wow. It is what it is. Don't make this shit up. Okay. We've got living the Tao, the masculine, in the Five of Cups here. I feel like they feel sick to their stomach. Makes me actually feel that the masculines want to hold on tighter. So as the divine feminine surrender, it's like the masculines are holding on a lot tighter here. And I think that's where living the Tao comes up, that you need to go within. It has to be the surrender for both parties, that you just trust this connection and you trust divine to be able to guide you guys, especially when it comes to your divine mission. We've got feminine compassion here, is when the feminine and masculine do come together. They work in union. They balance each other out. So let's have a look at the cards are really clammed up. The Fool, we already saw that in the kind of pre-shuffle. The Fool and unconditional love. This is the divine feminine has unconditional love for the divine masculine, regardless of whether she or he views themselves as a fool. It's about being a fool for love. It's the only thing you really want to be a fool for, isn't it? Is love. Wow. It's like the 11-11 here. Oh, come back. Okay. And then the underlying energy is the divine masculine. So I feel perfection will be found when you surrender and hand over and you allow divine to orchestrate this, which they are. Your idea of perfect and the divine idea of perfect might be different. Hey, come on then. There you go, Miggy. Don't know if she's still on. She should be. Who knows? Oh, she's gone. Okay, maybe Maggie's gone. Let's have a look at the bottom here. It's that judgment again, guys. The divine masculines really feel as if they're facing judgment or have faced judgment because the divine feminine's energy has moved on. It hasn't moved on, it's just carrying on. It's not going to be stumped anymore. No more growth stump. The divine masculine. Hi, Meg. She was there. She went again. Okay. It will all work out perfectly if you just surrender. Live in the Tao. Go within for your inner truth. Meditation. Okay, making sure that every day you're claiming that silent, quiet space. That you disconnect from the world and you reconnect with yourself. Okay. I just feel here the masculines are feeling quite an emotional loss. I feel as if they don't really have anywhere to cling on to anymore, especially if they felt the feminine walk away. I suppose masculines have got this choice now on whether or not they're going to be a fool for love. But they surrender as well. The divine feminine definitely has compassion here for the masculine. So if that's a fear, that just needs to be dropped. It's like the feminines live in the Tao, which means they should be calm, collected, considerate, confident, caring, but coming out of all the C's. No rude C's though. Okay. I've come over really hot. Let's have a look at the power of love. Yeah, let's. Because this is a very strong force. I believe it's the strongest force out there, love. It's one to be reckoned with, isn't it? Hi, Taylor. Is your name Taylor Dane? I want to sing, tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Anyway. Pandora. Hello, sweetie. You came in just as the cat jumped. Okay. I've had to purge not seeing him be a daddy, which it feels like was my final purge in all of this. Yes, that's your name. Taylor Dane. Love it. Okay. Oh. Let them purges come, Pandora. Better out than in. The more you purge, it's kind of just so much more clearing. In the end, there's not really that much left to purge. It is really a natural process, this, guys. Keep going. Just keep going with it. Facing all those emotions that come up. Riding the wave. And you'll get through this. It's like, don't fight it. It's a sad story, though. I think that most of us in this connection have some kind of a sad story to go with it. But we're going to be turning that around to happy endings. Okay. Let's look at this perfect with justice in the Tower. That is complete divine intervention. Got my cards upside down. We've got the present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Okay. About standing in this present moment. Where's the book? The most difficult lessons for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in this moment, you are existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there, other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologise for any you caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. Live in the present. Allow divine. You can allow divine to take care of tomorrow because you can deal with tomorrow, which then will be your present. It's just about living in the now. Okay. Meditation gets you in the now. Living in the now is living the Tao. That's what it is. Okay. And we've got the masculine here. Emotional loss. Feeling this emotional loss. It's like that sad story, Pandora. Turn around. 2 of Cups there. Waiting. Got to leave the past in the past. This is a card of firm foundations, but it does look like he is clinging on here for dear life. So I feel like there really needs to be the surrender into the hermit mode for the masculines. To go within and find their truth there. A willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. You have come to the earth plane to learn to accept the things you cannot change, as opposed to those you can. So this here is all about things that you can't change. It's holding on to the past. Life is a constant game of discovery, but no price can be put on any experience, because each one transforms you. When you are willing to look inside and begin to change your habits, self-imposed fears and perceptions, only then will you be able to see your true self. It's like what I was saying in the earlier video today. The divine masculine is the only one that can help himself. Just like the divine feminine was the only one that could really help herself. Okay? It just seems that they've kind of progressed a bit quicker than the divine masculine. The catalyst for transformation comes from your willingness to forgive, open your heart, and be honest with yourself. You are never too old to learn, and each day should be filled with excitement about how your perspective will be altered. You can gauge your spiritual growth by your willingness to learn from and accept another. By keeping an open mind when conditions change, you expand your knowledge of life. Allowing love to radiate through you and in everything you do brings divine awareness to all those in your sphere. Divine awareness, I've already just read that part, sorry, I thought I started another sentence. Rigidly adhering to your dogma is doing a disservice to your growth. The willingness to accept others and their individual path is a soul strength. Wow. Okay, so rigidly adhering to your dogma is doing a disservice to you. It's about holding on to the way that other people do things. This is about you accepting that you're different. You're going to surrender, not try and force things to happen. It's the last card in the book, this willingness. You've got to be willing to change, for change to allow change to occur. Okay. The willingness to accept others and their individual path is a soul strength. And I want to say that's a willingness to accept the progression of the divine feminines. Whether the divine masculine here is turning his back on love, maybe he thought love was a fool's game. I don't know. I say be a fool for love. Feminine compassion, the strength card here. Let's have a look. Peacefulness, let's live in the Tao. With the feminine's compassion here, you recognise that balance, kindness and love brings calmness to your soul. That's kind of like one of the counterparts missing. They balance each other out. So you recognise that balance, kindness and love brings calmness to your soul. I would say that's regarding both of you. The compassion that you show each other for this journey. I want to say for the lessons that this journey's brought about, not to do that. I've been told don't scratch your hand with the other one because one's giving and one's receiving, so it's just like just do it on your trousers. Okay. Otherwise you're cancelling it. I don't know. Peacefulness. Let's have a look at this with the feminine compassion. We're working on the divine feminine being in this peaceful state, this peaceful nature, and she needs to be able to accept the divine masculine, but not just that, but for the divine masculine to be able to come forward, to be willing to come forward. It's like he's going to need to feel this feminine's compassion and the peacefulness, because that's what he's going to miss. He understands that that's what made him complete. Okay, we're touching on sad again here. Okay. It's a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of a peaceful existence by experience moments of comparative turmoil and conflict. Just as you most value health after illness, so do you feel more grateful for peace once you have encountered strife. Isn't that true? Try putting yourself back into strife when you found your peaceful space. Okay. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for an eye than turn the other cheek. Unfortunately, they don't realise that this is the worst possible response they could mount. A punitive reaction instantly forces the brain into survival mode, and hormones and chemicals of self-preservation are released into the body, which attempts to rid itself of the foreign invader who broke through the calm of its normal environment. The intensity takes a toll on the mind and body, eventually bringing about a state of disease. Okay. This is why it is imperative that you make it a vital part of your daily routine to return to a state of peaceful bliss and harmony as often as possible. This whole reading, for both, but I feel this is directed more towards the divine masculine, meditation, living the Tao. Maybe I need to start sharing that every night again. And there's 81 verses to the Tao. I've already done it twice. I tend to find a different translation, so maybe starting from tonight. Okay. I'll share. We'll have 81 days of the Tao. Okay. Meditate on that every day. It says it's really important that every day you find this space. Okay. So entering at this zone of awareness automatically quiets and resets your brain. If this card often appears in your spreads, it will be wise to stick to a meditative schedule daily. It's just what I said. Okay. This way, I believe we're going to actually hear what the messages are that are coming from Divine. It's going to help you deal with any kind of, I want to say, any judgment that you're afraid of. It's only the judgment that's lying within you. Okay, so you need to face your fears and your judgments. Go within. Because they're inside of you. Okay. Judgment. I feel like getting a postcard from Spirit. Do we look at the bottom? Okay. Harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. And that's the state we want to be with, not just with our divine counterparts, but with all. That's unconditional love. Harmony. Okay, we're going to read it. Before we move on to a postcard from Spirit, how are you guys getting on? Hi, Lauren. Hi, Gretchen. Hi, Carol. Are we in the tub? Are we in the bath? Hi, Ricardo. I'm just having a look at what you're writing there. Still need to finish the Sunset of Humanity translation. 2020 is the year of Brazil in Woodstock. Okay. You're having a horrible snowstorm? You're parked in the grocery store parking lot, avoiding going home. Oh. It will all be done when you get back. Visualize it. It will all be nice and clear for you. All the shoveling will be done. Okay, let me just read this. Harmony. When you sit in stillness, it really is just shouting about the meditation, isn't it? I've already shared one today on there, which is a really good one. It's about releasing any attachment to old relationship, which is fantastic. I'm going to start sharing one a day on there as well, on meditation. I spoke earlier about how I've been going to bed meditating. Just make sure your phone's on autoplay. Find yourself a meditation and just turn off all the lights and relax. And if you fall asleep, during it, then you do. Afterwards, then you do. Sometimes I don't. And, but hey, you just go with the flow. Just keep going with the flow and go into that space. So when you sit in stillness, satisfied that your soul is on the right path and that everything is right in your world, even for a moment, it is a true gift, one you have created for yourself. Feeling balanced and harmonious on this earth plane is very difficult. And when it happens, your spirit soars. Yet it takes work on your part. But that's what you signed up for when you agreed to incarnate here. Creating order in this tumultuous physical dimension is like walking a tightrope. Your constant awareness is on keeping your balance while dealing with the obstacles in your path. And you do need to practice this until it becomes natural. Okay? The good news is, it goes on to say that, the good news is that the more you practice, the easier it becomes. If something within your being is out of balance, it will come to the surface of your awareness to give you the opportunity to be explored further and understood more deeply. Realize that some things that might upset your equilibrium originate from outside you and are beyond your control, but you do have control over the inner self. Always remember to approach life with an attitude of love, compassion, and empathy. When you are at peace with yourself, it is easier to be at peace with everything else. It sure is. Okay, let's get this postcard from Spirit. Let me just read what Pandora's saying. I need to start doing it when I feel overwhelmed so I don't come to a halt and go to sleep, land instead, like a magical wand will sort it all out when I wake. Yeah, you could just kind of think that, can't you? A magical wand will sort it all out when you wake. I'd rather go to bed believing that, in miracles. It's all going to be sorted out. the thing is that we need to get into practicing meditation every day, regardless. Meditation comes in different forms. Okay, we meditate sometimes when we're not even realizing it. It's just finding that stillness. Okay, so guided meditations are awesome. So is just I set an alarm on my phone for 20 minutes and just sit, eyes closed, and just sit. Sometimes my body can droop quite, during that 20 minutes. It's like my body just kind of, I don't know, does whatever. But I do like the guided meditations, but mix it up a bit. See what happens when you just say, I'm just going to sit for 10 minutes with my eyes closed and just focus on my breathing. Abraham Hicks has a good technique to help with to kind of take your mind off anything. And I think it's like 3 seconds, okay, to breathe in and 5 seconds to breathe out. Because it's not a natural rhythm, you have to kind of pay attention to your breath with that. So it's something worth doing. But I think we're almost definitely being advised to meditate. Oh, Lauren, I want one of those. A Tibetan singing bowl for meditation. Yeah, I want one of those. I'm asking Divine to deliver. I was only thinking about that yesterday. I want a Tibetan singing bowl. We could have some fun with that, couldn't we? Okay. It's not a play toy. They are. It's all fun objects. Come on. Everything's here to play with, to have fun. No, it's going to be delivered to me, Lauren. I don't have to go and get anything. I've put out my request. Shuffling good word for it. I don't know what that was. Was that something I was talking about, or is that in the chat, Carol? Buy a crystal one. Can you get a crystal one? Can we trust with? Of course I can be trusted with a crystal one. Okay. Package from spirit, of course. Me and Flo's manifesting like crazy at the minute. Okay. Right, let's get a postcard from spirit. This box feels really light. Okay. You're sending me kitty vibes. So many kitty vibes in this house. If I go and sit on the sofa, I'm not even sure you can get to the sofa. I was on like a real ironing mission. It's all kind of bedding. But if I sit on the sofa, all 3 of the cats will come. Tia will come up behind me because she doesn't like to come on the lap. And Jasper will come on my lap, and then Lily will be somewhere next door to me. And I have to share at least it's just one person. It's a cat. One cat that can kind of sit on me at a time, but not in there. It's anyway. Let's look at this message. My eyesight's going blurry. It says, be fearless. Oh, guys, this is what we've so been working on. There's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Divine is here. Dearest Stu, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bring an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Tibetan, what's it called? A singing bowl? Tibetan singing bowl. I'm just putting my order out, sorry. In case I wanted to know. Okay. Oh no, I'm not meant to have a this for that. Okay. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Your well will be filled. We all love you so, so much. Good things are coming, guys. Unexpected. You just have to think about what you've been putting out there and have a look, because I reckon they've probably been delivered. It will make you pick up on whether or not that is a negative or a positive, because you're going to get whatever you put out there. Okay. But notice your manifestations, they are coming. They may not come in the way that you expect. Is this a time that I will share? I'm going to share with you Flo's lovely letter. I received a beautiful, the day that I done the reading, got Lily coming over. I'll tell you this, I spoke to Flo and she says it's fine that I share it with you. Hey, I don't know where you're thinking about jumping up to. Do you want to come down? I know, but you're going to have to. Good girl. We spoke about the love letters and receiving handwritten love letter. And I said, how lovely is that? Well, I received a handwritten love letter, but it wasn't kind of what you expected. It wasn't like from the Divine Masculine, it was from Flo, but it was still a handwritten love letter. And I've asked if I can share it, and I will. I will read it to you. Flo, I hope I can read everything that you said, because it's beautiful. Look, it's thank you. And so I've got my manifestation. I received a handwritten love letter. And me and Flo was talking about today about you're here. She wants to, let me just read this and then I'll explain the second part. It says, Dear Lucy, hello, I've been wanting to send you a thank you card long before I had the opportunity to speak with you live on Skype. You have had such a positive impact on my life with your channel of love. I thoroughly enjoy waking up to a new video and being able to listen to you while I fix my tea and breakfast. It's such a nice way to start my day. I feel so honoured to be able to meet you in person with our live reading. Oh, I'm so happy we truly connected and you felt a similar resonance as you trusted me enough to give me your mailing address. Not email, mailing address. Thank you for such a privilege. I really appreciate the love and light you put out into the world. You've already heard me gush about how well suited you are for the camera. I cannot wait to see you up in the big screen broadcasting to an even larger audience. I will continue to envisage that for you. I do know that the things I focus on tend to develop rapidly, both good or bad. Okay. Again, I feel so honoured to be in your acquaintance. You are such an inspiration to me and to so many others. I am continuously amazed by modern technology, and although I temper my exposure to social media because, as you know, it can be a devil, it has also brought me into connection with wonderful spiritual guides as yourself, and how amazing it is that we can speak like friends having coffee while in completely different continents and time zones. Quite bizarre, actually, but yet all that separation is illusion, right? We are all one. I try to remember that. I hope this card finds you in good spirit and that you have a wonderful day and week. I feel very blessed that you have touched my life. Thank you again, Flo. How beautiful. Coffee, Flo. Amazing to receive that. The big screen. So I spoke over Christmas. I don't know why, but I've got kind of a sweat on here. I spoke over Christmas about how I was helping Emily's college group with a movie. And it just so happens that I did speak to Flo earlier on, before actually I come on to a live. And I was telling her how I was thanking her for the card. And I was saying about how Emily had shown me today the movie. It's all been put together and edited. And I will share it, not today. I'm not going to do that today. It's kind of like a horror, but we'll save that for another day. But this is how it all. Flo, you're amazing. I love Flo's voice. You could just listen to Flo. Like, I could listen to Flo all day long. She has the most amazing voice. Oh, I love it. That's why I wanted to read it out, Flo, because you actually get to hear like how I translated your message. Okay, it's beautiful. I said the energy is shuffling, did I? Is that what's going on? Every day I'm shuffling. Let's carry on. Right. What else should we pull, guys? How long have I been on? I don't want to be on too long because how's your sleeping patterns been? I've been waking up about 3-4 times during the night. Not been sleeping well at all. I know I'm extremely busy. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm like tossing and turning. It's like, I don't know. It's like we keep nipping out for like, I don't know, coffee breaks, toilet breaks. I don't know what's going on during the night, but I am up and down. So tonight I am intending to sleep very well. Want to get an enchant map. Dreams. Horrible. Every 2 to 5 hours that you're up. Yeah, I'm the same because I'm not even going to bed till, well, me and Meggie were speaking 1 o'clock this morning, and I know I was up at 3, 4, 6, I believe it was. Waking up some crazy dreams, nightmares when I do sleep. I know I've got some crazy dreams going on. I don't really do the nightmare kind of thing. You got vivid dreams, McKenna? I said earlier about Emily. Emily, like, woke up. She had a good 10 minutes crying because she had dreamed that I was really disappointed in her. I'm wondering whether they're our own inner insecurities popping up. Do you know what? Yeah, I bet Jess is best. Yeah, that must be tough. When you have to get up and actually go to work as well. Lots of messages. Working out old issues. Are you guys keeping tracks of anything that you remember? I think it might be really important that I spoke about Emily writing down her dreams, and she said to me she really does try to write them down. We've got magic prayer here. What do you mean? Oh, I said your name. That's your name, isn't it? Is that what it says? Jess is best. Stars and moon give us so much energy. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. So does the sun. Yeah, you're right. Listen, this energy is everywhere. Jess's best is okay. But I've seen worse. Okay. It's just a name. Magic prayer 32. I can't type that in, Pandora. Once I start looking for them, I want to buy one. So, okay, I might do. You're like famous now. Wanted to kind of song like Jesse's Girl. How's that song going? I wish that I was Jesse's girl. I'm not sure. Okay. Magic prayer. Speak your prayers. Listen for answers and act in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Wow. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your highest power, be assured that you are on the right path. Got such an itchy nose. I feel like my makeup really is kind of like it's a bit later in the day now. Let's not touch up. Authentic and all that. Okay. Magic prayer. Just keeps clarifying, guys, doesn't it? Same message. Oh, I know if I have a nightmare. Yeah, I don't really attract those. That doesn't happen for me. Yeah, I agree. Let's all really make that effort to keep a dream journal. Let's find a notebook with a pen, put it by the bed. If you wake up, write down what you remember. Do not tell yourself that you're going to remember in the morning, because you will not. Okay? Write it down. Because I find that when I write it down, the next day I can actually, you just write it briefly down. You have to give a massive description, but it really does help you to remember the whole kind of story. They're worth writing down anyway, because they're coming through, aren't they? So they're messages. So we need to take notes. Let's pull a few more cards before I shoot off. Should we get a Divine Feminine card? I think so. Let's have a look where the Divine Feminine is. Oh, have you heard that, Lauren? That if you remember them later on, then it's a message. That's interesting. Well, I suppose if it's important and you don't write it down, then, okay, you will remember when the time's right. Keep a journal, though, guys. I would definitely say that. Keep a journal. It's your journal. It's about your life experience. Okay. It will all have meaning. If not now, then later. Let's get a Divine Feminine card. Jess, that sounds like the Garden of Delights card that I read at the end of the reading. Didn't it say about how the bark on the tree? It was about missing like the touch, the caress or something. Bark of the tree. I'm not sure. It might be worthwhile having a look at the last video and checking out the last card, but that's what that took me to. A tree or plant caressing your face with its branches. That's beautiful. Ricardo, I don't know what you're saying. If you could elaborate a little bit more. Who knows what's going on in our dream state, but we need to kind of keep track of it so we can work it out. Look, we're here to find the clues, guys, and put them together and make sense of it. Okay. Mirabeya, I think that's how you say it. The saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. This is what's going on, guys. Let's see if I can read this. Let's find out whereabouts she is in the book. One, 3, 4. Shall we find out about the story? Okay, you're going to have to be forgiving with my pronunciations. This isn't even the right one. Okay, it's a good job I checked. You know, when I came on, I was going to do a live, and then I just had to change an email address to send a personal video out, okay? So I had to come out of the live, and when I come out of the live, I wasn't even on the right YouTube channel to stream live, and I don't even know how that happened. I was in an old channel. Very bizarre. Let's find out where Mirabeya is. 84. Look at me having a little cry here because of the pronunciations. Let's do it. Who is she? Myra Bayer? I know it's really hard for you to see this, guys. Okay. Myra Bayer embodies a love that lets us do what's right for our own lives, no matter what others might think. Myra Bayer, or Mira, is a... Hey, why are you all spooked? Oh, you're nice and cool. Could you come here a minute? No? Okay, she's run off. She's jumping up at the window. She's spooked. Should we get back to the reading? Okay. Is a Bhaktic poet and mystic from Rajasthan, India. She was born a princess in the late 15th century. She unwillingly married Bhoyaraj, the crown prince of Mewar, in 1516, but she considered Krishna to be her true husband. So it sounded like she had a bit of an arranged marriage here. She unwillingly married a person. Well, it might not have been arranged, but she unwillingly married someone. But she considered herself to be married to Krishna, her true husband. Legend says that her husband's family tried to kill her several times for defying the social customs and expectations of a wife. But in each of these legends, Mira Bayer's love for Krishna would miraculously save her. She wears the Krishna Tilaka forehead marking as a sign of her devotion to him. Northern India in the 16th century was besieged by violent battles between Hindus and Muslims. Mira Bayer's husband, father and father-in-law all died in the war with the Islamic army of Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire. Mira Bayer refused to join her husband on his funeral pyre and again defied social and cultural expectations. She became the centre poet saint of the Bhakti movement during this difficult period in Indian history. I know I'm not going to be saying these words correctly. The Bhakti movement is a spiritual path focused on the civilization of a personal love for the divine. It is a devotional form of worship that believes anyone can have direct access to the divine, regardless of sex, caste, or religion. This here is just shouting out that I felt like the divine masculine was kind of under the divine feminine, as if she was more like she's the only one that can really access this, and it's just saying that that's not true. We all have access to this divine. Did she call it divine love? It's a devotional form of worship that believes anyone can have direct access to the divine, regardless of sex, caste, or religion. Mira Bayer became the symbol of people suffering under the... I need to check the word, guys, because I can't say it. Okay. I don't know why I feel really hot and bothered tonight. I just keep coming over really hot, like really sweaty. And let's take a couple of deep breaths, eh? Can we find out what this word means, though, please? That would be awesome.
Caste.
It's just pronounced as caste, but it's got an E on the end. C-A-S-T-E. Each of the hereditary classes of Hindu society distinguished by relative degrees of ritual purity or pollution and of social status. Members of the lower castes. The system of dividing society into castes. Any class or group of people who inherit exclusive privileges or are perceived as socially distinct. This really is just shouting out how the masculine sphere is that they're not like the divine feminine. They don't have the access to this. Okay. Let's carry on. So Myra Barrier becomes the symbol of people suffering under the caste system and the persecution that ensured if anyone tried to defy social and political standing. Mirabeya's poems are lyrical padas or love songs using matrix verses, and they are so widely known and cherished because they relate an ultimate freedom that Mirabeya lived out in her love for Krishna. Spoke about poetry today, writing poetry out in the in nature, when you take that outside walk. Let's get to when your soul selects her card. Often without even realising it, we make choices based on external expectations, on how we think other people will perceive our actions. Mirabeya is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life, and every second of it matters. Mirabeya is about standing up for what you know is right for you, even if others will judge you for it. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true to who we really are. There's a love, though, that's far larger than human constraints and cultural values. Love isn't ethical. Love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love, in whatever way it finds us, asks us to stay loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationship with the divine isn't acting out of love. For Mirabeya, her true husband wasn't the one she was married to. The love that made her brave, the love that inspired her every poem and action was a divine love for Krishna. So the laws that bound her to the strict expectations of being a wife didn't actually apply to her. Love asks us to look at what really matters to us and at what we truly value. And love asks us to bravely defy expectations in order to be true to ourselves. Love wants us to marry our own soul. It's finding that divine lover within, isn't it? Even though she was married to another, she wasn't. Not truly, not in her heart. What holds me back from expressing my truth? And love is what sets me free. I'm married to my own soul. Wow. Okay. True husband, yes, confirmation. Okay. Guys, I'll try and catch up with this at some point. I'm not sure it's going to be tonight. Although I do need some time afterwards to wind down from a live. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. It's been an hour and 4 minutes. I'm going to end on a journey of love, guys. And I'm going to go. Thanks for joining me. Just sitting here thinking and wondering whether or not the snooker's still on. I was watching snooker earlier. I love snooker. I haven't watched snooker in about 3 years. And last few days, my daughter's been kind of, when I've been out here, just kind of working, she's been kind of shouting through that the snooker's on and telling me like who's playing. And so I sat down. I did manage to watch 2 frames today. But I imagine it's finished. Snooker. It's a very, I find it really relaxing to watch snooker. Even Emily went to me, she went, it's a very quiet sport. And I said, yes, isn't it lovely? It's like, for me, it's a true gentleman's sport. I do love snooker. Woman of light, let's end on this. Otherwise, I'm going to go Rambling on about lots of different things. 49. Okay. Yeah, that's it, McKenna. Married to your own soul, the twin flames. Yeah. 49. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. That's where we're at, guys. The next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to life. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines the truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one. I am the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self, as part of your spiritual destiny, or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst, or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to withhold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones, but love and devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take the light. Okay, should we do this poem? Then I'm going to get off. I was just reading Ricardo. I'd asked him to kind of elaborate a little bit more. I will read back over these, guys. It's the only thing about live, I don't really get to answer you, but I can talk more directly than a premiere. Okay. Yeah, go back. Yeah, go back and have a re-listen. Although, I mean, there's quite a lot of kind of material from me today. You've got a good kind of 2.5 hours worth of video to kind of watch, but I feel like it just keeps clarifying itself, reinforcing the message. So let's end on this poem. Okay. I asked God for a deepening of my love, without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go of any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe. In surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love, at levels before unknown, like a system that holds the nectar of life and gives it precious liquid, only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift, for if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. It's lovely. Should we get an affirmator? Let's do it. I thought I just had them a minute ago. Where did they go? I saw them. Oh. Okay. Jasper's up. Okay, the boy's up. Let's finish on an affirmator. Hi, Autumn. Autumn, hi. Bye. I'm just going, sweetie. You'll have to go back and have a look and see what's been going on. Sorry, sweetie. I've been on for nearly an hour and 10 minutes now. It wasn't planned. I just kind of jumped on. Oh, we've got two here. We've got generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Okay. Giving and receiving, guys. Keep this flow going. Generosity, this love, especially when we've got to have ups and downs. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. Okay. Right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Okay. Right. Much love to all of you, and have pleasant dreams tonight. I wish you pleasant dream state. A few things to work on, meditating and dream journals, I believe. Okay, guys, I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.